We are live courtside at the J. Richard Chase Gymnasium, and a very early Merry Christmas to you, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Banker alongside special guest color commentator tonight, the NCCAA Women's Volleyball Head Coach of the Year, Mr. Aaron Seltzer is joining us tonight. How you doing?
Wow, what an introduction.
Well, thank you.
I feel like
you're welcome.
I feel like $1 million. I should come on more often.
Well, I mean, you're the first and only color commentator I've had this year, so it's nice to have some company. I'm not just talking to a wall.
Well,
or an iPad.
I hope that I can be better than a wall. Let's see if I can add some color in tonight's game here.
Well, I mean, I don't think you were here last year, but if anything gets close to how it was last year tonight, we are in for an absolute treat because, as most of you may remember, Blake Shannon Jr. with a step-back three over Petar Kutlasic to win it with 3 seconds left to go.
Can we just watch it again? Can we just watch it right now?
What's that?
Can we just watch Blake's shot again right now?
Well, yeah, I wish we could. Sure.
Oh, man, I wish we could dial that up.
Well, I mean, that was easily one of the more exciting calls I think I've ever had on a broadcast for sure. But, I mean, it was just so unexpected because Biola was just involved in so many different injuries throughout the year. It was one of those things where nobody was giving Biola a chance at all. And, you know, it's just like in any rivalry, especially with this one. When each of these teams get together, you throw the record books out and you just play and you have a good time and see what happens.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head because these two teams, you know, there's a great rivalry here. And it's not one of those rivalries where it's a bloodbath, right?
No.
It's a rivalry. There's a healthy mutual respect for one another, but they are certainly going to go after it for sure.
Well, and as you take a look at the screen, I mean, all time, Azusa with 7 more wins than Biola. They've won 6 out of the last 10, and they're heavily favored in conference games. But, I mean, you've played 105 times already in this rivalry. I mean, yeah, 105 times.
I know. Well, and this is our second year in the Pac West, so we're thus renewing the rivalry, right? So we're getting back at it again. But tell me this place is not electric tonight. I got the hair standing up on my arms. I'm sitting next to one of the greatest broadcasters ever.
Yeah, Mike Teague is sitting right there next to you.
Let's just say Josh Banker's a legend here.
Well, and it's always great to see this place filled. I mean, it's like you've experienced with the women's volleyball team when Azusa's here. There's always just such a more fun intensity when you have the J. Richard Chase filled as much as it is tonight.
Absolutely. And look at this. We got the band up top. We got the DJ in the corner. And guess what? I just heard not only do we have all that entertainment, we got the In-N-Out truck outside.
Yep.
The line apparently is wrapped all the way from Fluor Fountain all the way down to Student Services, all the way down the front. And this place is packed already. And half the gym is outside waiting for In-N-Out burger. So we're pumped up here.
Well, and I mean, really about the only seats that are left are up above the backboard to our left.
Yeah.
And as we welcome here to courtside, Josh Banker alongside Aaron Seltzer. He's making me look better because they say I really have a face for radio, but, you know, that's another story. Biola's women's team, unfortunately, could not get it done against Azusa Pacific. The Cougars led that one the entire way. So what did Dave Holmquist have to say could be the key for winning the men's game tonight?
Well, Dave really talked about the fast break opportunities for APU, and he thought if you could slow them down a little bit, they like to run and gun a little bit, if they could guard the three-point line really well. I think those are two things. Actually, it might even carry over from what we saw in the women's game because the women struggled a little bit just to guard the three-point line, and Dave was talking about sort of the same thing. He was doing a great job on the corner, but just defending the transition, right? Dealing with, and here we got our president, Dr. Corey, with us. We're excited. It's like a Laker game, right? We got all the bigwigs in town tonight, so super excited about that.
He'll be leading our opening prayer here momentarily. We got a good referee crew working tonight too. Ernest Kelly just shaking hands with Dr. Dave Holmquist, but I love this. I mean, this is like literally the best early Christmas gift you could ever get.
And let's talk about Dr. Dave Holmquist for a minute here. I know we've got about a minute left on the clock before we get going, but is there not a greater mentor, not just a coach, but a human being that pours into his players day in and day out, besides his heart, his passion for the game? I personally have just spent an incredible amount of time, not enough time I would say, trying to learn. And if there was a John Wooden, he is certainly the John Wooden of his era, wouldn't you say?
No doubt about it. And as we get ready for the opening introductions and national anthem, these two teams are basically identical to start the year so far. Both teams 2-2 in the Pac West.
Yeah.
Biola 6-4 overall. Azusa Pacific 5-6. Biola coming off a tough road trip where they lost at Point Loma and at Concordia, and it was the same thing exactly for Azusa Pacific. Both of these teams kind of traveling together as we start this Pac West season. Well, we've got basketball action ahead. The starting lineups and opening introductions coming up. Let's throw it over to Ben Crumley for our starting lineups.
Good evening, Biola basketball fans, and welcome to J. Richard Chase Gymnasium for tonight's exciting Cornerstone Cup men's basketball game between the visiting Azusa Pacific Cougars and your Biola Eagles. Biola University, the Pac West Conference, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. Thank you and enjoy the game. And now we ask that fans please rise for a word of prayer from Biola President Dr. Barry Corey.
Let's pray. Lord, there are 1,000 incredible stories in this gym tonight, each of us made in your image. And so together we acknowledge you. This Christmas season, we celebrate the birth of your Son and our Savior. Give you thanks for this game tonight, for those who are officiating it, fans here from both sides, some with maybe no side. Thank you for the APU team that's here, for Biola's team. Thank you for these two great universities. Thank you for my dear friend John Wallace, who leads Azusa Pacific University. We pray your blessing upon him tonight. Keep us safe. Keep us mindful of your spirit. Keep us in good form and character tonight. And may the competition be incredibly intense as we give it all we've got. We pray this in your name. Amen.
Now performing the national anthem, Lainey Rabota.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now here are the starters for both teams. First for Azusa Pacific. Starting at guard, a 5'10 senior, number 1, Darian McLean. At guard, a 6'5 junior, number 20, Noah Bundrant. At forward, a 6'10 junior, number 21, Selamo Ugbe. At forward, a 6'9 sophomore, number 33, Garrett Beatstra. And at guard, a 6'2 senior, number 34, Will Ferris. The Cougars are coached by Justin Leslie. He is assisted by Peter Bond, Matt Misek, Davon Robers, and Kevin Wilch. And now, fans, get on your feet and welcome your Biola Eagles! Starting at forward, a 6'7 sophomore from Irvine, California, number 0, Michael Bagatorian. At guard, a 6'4 senior from Irvine, California, number 1, Trevor Trident. At guard, a 6'5 freshman from Riverside, California, number 10, Alex Wright. At forward, a 6'7 senior from Cameroon, number 21, Steve Hervey. And at forward, a 6'8 senior from Auckland, New Zealand, number 24, Alex Tallman. The Biola is coached by Dr. Dave Holmquist. He is assisted by Julius Coleman, David Cohn, John Stiver, and Don Johnson. Officials for tonight's contest are Ernest Kelly III, Jeff Robertson, and Danny Yee.
Welcome back courtside, J. Richard Chase Gymnasium. Josh Banker alongside Aaron Seltzer as we get set for the second half of our Cornerstone Cup doubleheader. The men's action about to get underway. And before we forget, don't forget that the email address is still open for you, eaglesbroadcast@gmail.com. Peter Schwecker already chiming in, and Aaron Seltzer, you wanted to say a special shout out?
Oh man, and we just got an email from our very own Bethany Miller. Can we just congratulate her? She just had another baby this week and has got to be sitting home just enjoying the evening as her family grew this week. But I can't tell you what an honor it is to be a coach here under her leadership. She just does a great job.
Biola wins the toss. They'll go from right to left as we start here in the first half. Biola in their home whites with red letters and numbers and black trim. Azusa Pacific in their black with brick letters and numbers and white trim. Biola turns it over on their first possession, trying to go back door to Bagatorian. And here comes McLean in the front court for Azusa Pacific. For the Cougars, it's McLean, Bundrant, Mwugbe, Beatstra, and Ferris, the starting five. Biola's got Bagatorian, Trinan, Wright, Hervey, and Talma. Ferris shoots for three, and it's tapped out to Biola on the defensive rebound.
Oh, man, everybody's got some energy in here, wouldn't you say?
Well, the electricity's so thick you could cut it with a knife.
I'd say the fans had a few burgers before the game, didn't you?
Yeah, Bagatorian just traveled, so Biola's had 2 possessions and 2 turnovers to start. This place is not quite at capacity yet, but I can tell you that every ticket that was available tonight is sold.
Just one word for you, in and out.
Yeah,
or maybe
that's
3 syllables.
No, that's a hyphen word, so you're right, it's just one word. The line was so long for that not everybody's here in their seats yet. Air ball from the corner by McLean, and the Talminator, Alex Talma with the rebound. See if we can get a couple Talminations tonight. A couple of dunks from Alex Talma. Biola's yet to put up a shot.
I see what you're doing here.
Yeah, you like that? Trinan goes at Mwugbe, throws up a tough shot, can't get it, and it's rebounded to Garrett Beatstra for Azusa Pacific.
And here's what we talked about, the fast break opportunities, kicking it out to the three-point line.
Beatstra could shoot that. He will, and he will make it for 3.
Yeah, Dr. Holmquist talked about that before the game, and controlling the three-point line was a key thing for them tonight, and you can see why.
Beatstra's a 40% three-point shooter coming into tonight. Bagatorian fakes the 3, gets it to the free throw line, turnaround jumper, Biola's on the board.
Makes it look so easy sometimes, doesn't he?
He's got so much talent. Just putting it all together.
Felt like he was yawning while he took that shot.
Mawugbe backs in on Hervé. This will be an interesting defensive matchup. Mawugbe turn around, no good, and Hervé with the rebound.
He's got a tough defensive matchup tonight because it seems like he might be, not too many people are taller than him. He's given up a couple inches.
Mawugbe's not known as a scorer, neither is Hervé, and Hervé can't get it right, tried to tip it, and it's rebounded by the Cougars. You won't see the Cougars run a lot of offense through Mawugbe, but nobody tracked him underneath. Hervé tries to recover, and then Hervé forces a travel from Mawugbe.
It's a good recovery.
Yeah.
It's a good recovery.
There was about 3 seconds there where Mawugbe was wide open under the basket, but his teammates didn't see him, and he ended up traveling. (3-2). Cougars leading here early on. Talma with 15 gets it back out
Patience.
to Trinan.
It's a good job.
Trinan goes baseline, kicks it out, right for three. No. Talma goes over the back and draws the foul on Beadstra.
Let's see what they're doing there. Might have been debatable, but that hand
that
stretched
second
out
hand,
a little bit, right?
Yep, I agree. That looked like a good call. Biola's going to make their first sub of the game. It'll be Levi Auble, who, if I remember right, did not play in this game here in La Mirada earlier.
This is his first taste of a home APU match, isn't it?
Yep.
Welcome, Auble.
I want to say hi to Steve Stillwell, who's watching and listening to us tonight out back east, out by Liberty University. Ferris straight away for three. It's good.
Oh boy.
6-2 Cougars.
Again, we're seeing why Coach Holmquist was concerned about the three-point line before we started this game.
Nearly 2.5 gone by, or 3.5 gone by here in this first quarter, or first half. I'm used to saying the girls' quarters. Turn around by trying a tough shot, can't get it to go. Mawugbe the rebound.
I like the aggressiveness though, right out of the gate.
Cougars have made 2 threes to start this game, accounting for their 6 points. 10 to shoot now for the Cougars. Ferris up top to Bungrant, guarded by Bagatorian. 6 to shoot. Ferris fakes the three, tries to drive on right.
Wright did a great job defending there.
He stayed on his feet.
He did.
Yep.
He did a great job avoiding that foul.
6-2 Cougars. Biola's only basket coming from Bagatorian. He's got it now. Spins, shoots it from 17. Look good, just a little too strong. Biola's not moving the ball very effectively to start. They got to cut and move a little faster. Mawugbe. Offensive foul. Hervé had position inside. Mawugbe used his offhand to create separation. We got our first media timeout of this rapidly moving first half. It's the Cougars 6, Biola 2. We will be back after this. Josh Banker alongside Aaron Seltzer here at the J. Richard Chase Gymnasium Cornerstone Cup action. Biola and Azusa Pacific. It's the Cougars leading 6-2. Biola's only made field goal by Michael Bagatorian to start. The Eagles have Levi Abel in there for Alex Talma. Nothing wrong with Alex, just looking for some more offensive spark here. Abel from the baseline. Well done, Mr. Josh Baker.
That was good vision. That was good vision.
Levi Abel is really starting to get the feel back after that horrific knee injury he had last year.
He's quick, super athletic, obviously, and I think Holmquist really likes him coming off the bench.
That time, though, he got beat by Jake Spurgeon, who's in the game for the first time. He gets the field goal to make it 8-4 Azusa Pacific. It's the APU 8, Biola 4. About 5.5 gone by here in this first half. Hervé in the circle, finds Abel right block. Gonna go right at Spurgeon this time. Nope, gets it out to right with 7 to shoot. Tough shot, it's blocked out of bounds by Bundrant. Good defense by Noah Bundrant.
He knew it was coming. He knew the step back was coming. He leaned in on it a little bit.
Well, Biola has 5 to shoot. They're going to bring Talma back in for Hervé. Tyson Canseo into the game for Azusa Pacific. Trident, good ball fake. Shoots from 15.
Oh.
Boy, doesn't draw iron at all. That's unusual.
Too strong.
Long 3 by Ferris. That's a ill-advised shot, but the rebound comes right to Canseo for the Cougars. McLean playing the point here for APU. Ben Tafahema, who's now back into the game for the first time. McLean is out. Tafahema's in there with Spurgeon, Bundrant, Canseo, and Ferris for Justin Leslie's Cougars.
That was a good recovery.
5 to shoot. Ferris another 3. Good. 3 threes now for the Cougars out of their 11 points.
That's the bulk of their scoring right now. I'll tell you what, Holmquist has got a few things to say about that.
It's a pair of 3s now for Ferris. Biola's
We got away with one there, I'll tell you that. It was a slide step.
Wright finds Abel. He'll shoot from 15. Nope. Talma tries to get the
And somebody lost
rebound.
a shoe.
That would be Alex Wright.
There's a shoe on the floor. Alex Wright is working without his right foot, or right shoe, I should say. Oh, nice.
And he played defense without it too, and
they're going to let him clean the floor up and grab his shoe.
Spurgeon makes the basket. There's the shoe. One red shoe. Sounds like a paper bag.
Are we allowed timeouts for shoes?
Yeah. A lot of soul on the floor right now.
They're going to let him sit down and tie that shoe. Maybe he will.
Sometimes you see it all, right?
Maybe he will double knot it this time.
Kind of wonder how that happens with all the stuff that are wrapped around the ankles and feet and everything else, how the shoe could just slip out like that. But
I'll tell you what, if Biola doesn't get going here a little bit, they're going to be staring up at the scoreboard here.
Well, they're already trailing by 9. 3 threes already for APU. 7 minutes gone by here in this first half, and Bagatorian draws the foul on Tafahema. Will Shannon will come in for the Eagles. His brother Blake, the hero last year, in attendance tonight in the crowd. That was just an unbelievable shot last year. Getting the high pick and roll with Talma and shooting it over Patar. Yeah, no pressure, Will, right? Yeah. 13 for Biola to shoot, and Shannon turns it over. Boy, this has just been a sloppy start to this game for Biola.
You know, they haven't made a lot of shots. They're shooting 18% from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Another 3, this one's short. Talma gets the rebound for Biola.
And Azusa's shooting 50% from the field. So we've got, you're right, it's lopsided.
We got to get Talma offensively involved here. He's got it. He shoots from 15. Coach Josh Baker here at your service.
Nice call, Josh. I mean, Coach.
I've seen enough basketball over my time. Biola trails by 7, 13-6. About 8 minutes gone by first half. Next dead ball will be a timeout. Tafahema up top, guarded by Bagatorian. Now right side to number 25, Jonathan Davis, who's in the game for the first time. 5 to shoot for the Cougars. Spurgeon drives on Auble. Tough scoop layup, doesn't draw
It's great
iron.
defense, though.
Levi Auble with him step for step all the way.
You know, outside of the three-point line, they defended really well
Yes,
so far
I
this
agree.
game. So I like what they're bringing to the floor. They just got to clean up the three-point line a little bit.
Witten Dominguez into the game for the first time for Biola. Thomas, step back 17-footer, off back iron, rebounded to the Cougars. Jake Spurgeon.
So far, Azusa's had the offensive rebound opportunities shut down. See if they get active.
McLean back in, guarded by Will Shannon. Baseline jumper is off the mark. Tama, though, can't get the rebound. Slipped out of his hand. It'll be out of bounds to the Cougars. 11:06 left to go here first half. We've got a timeout on the floor. We will be back with the Cougars leading 13-6 after these quick messages.
We're restless and incomplete, inexperienced and imperfect. But together, we are a foundation for each other. As we seek out God in all things, in the languages that we learn, the history we uncover, the bonds that we create, and the faith that we carry forward, in all that we do, all that we are, all that we become, all as one.
Develop your craft and character at Biola University School of Cinema and Media Arts, a top-ranked film school rooted in Christian faith and strategically located near Los Angeles. Schedule your visit today.
Josh Banker alongside Aaron Seltzer, J. Richard Chase Gymnasium. Here's Alex Tama, the extended elbow jumper.
Can't leave him open all night.
We need to see more of that. Biola trailing 13-6. I want to say hi to all of those emailing and watching us tonight. Danny Steeler watching in Colorado. And by the way,
No way. Danny Steeler.
she's alive, believe it or not.
You got to ask her where her car went.
Also want to say hi to Lisa, who just sent us an email from Los Gatos up in the Bay
Thanks,
Area.
Lisa.
We will have the dance team highlighted at halftime. We'll have everything for you. We'll have a special presentation by the dance team at halftime. So
Looking
stick
forward
around
to it.
for that.
Should be fun.
Good defense by
There we go.
Dominguez.
There we go.
And a held ball. Possession will remain with the Cougars as Auble falls on top of it.
Hey, it's hard work. Again, player, fall on ball. Get jump ball, right?
But it's funny because I don't know that there was simultaneous possession there. It looked like Auble kind of had the clean strip, which is what
I
the
thought he did too. I agree
Biola
with that.
crowd was kind of booing the officials about.
But we might be a little pro Biola
Well,
here.
for sure.
Maybe.
McLean up and under, can't get it to go. Gets his own offensive rebound. Ferris with Beatstra back in. Now Mawugbe also back in, guarded by Tama. Ferris fakes
so
the
close
three.
to moving his pivot foot there. Oh,
Hook shot with the left hand is no good. Defense there by Tama. He gets the board.
He gets up. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
he is up there.
He is one of the most athletic players in the Pac-West, arguably the most.
Yeah, he is. Man. I feel like he could just jump up and dunk over anybody.
Biola trails by 7. 10-15 left to go first half. Will Shannon
There we go, Will.
gets it in. First basket for Will. Biola cuts the lead to 5 at 13-8. Mawugbe backs in on Tama. McLean fakes the three. Mawugbe repositions. Eagles are
Tough
just
shot.
yelling for
Tough
3
shot.
seconds, but he throws it up and in.
Hey, give him credit. He had to work hard for that shot. No easy shots.
Good defense by Tama, too. Really nothing more he could do there. Trinan finds Tama. Now Auble. Auble gets into the key, spins, hook shot
There
with the
you
right
go.
hand. Beautifully done. Levi Auble.
Very nice control. I think he's practiced that a few times, wouldn't you say?
I bet he could do that with his eyes closed if he really wanted to.
I bet you Coach Holmquist taught him a few things.
Cougars lead by 5 with a basketball halfway through this first half. Three by Ferris. Good. Another three by the Cougars. That's the 4th out of 8 threes made by APU, and they lead at 18-10.
Shall I quote Coach?
Yeah,
We must
absolutely.
defend the three-point line.
Especially against Will Ferris, who's made 3 of 5.
Oh,
Trying to
great
get it inside to
defense.
Auble, excuse me, and here comes the Cougars back the other way.
Is that a carry? Is he going to call him a carry?
I think Will Shannon's going to get called for a foul here. Yep, there it is.
I thought he held on to that behind the back a little bit longer, didn't you?
Shannon's going to come back in, or come out, along with Levi Auble as Hervé and Alex Wright return for Biola. Terrence Beckvar is going to make an appearance for the Cougars. He replaces Noah Bundrant. Oh no, Bundrant is going to inbound, excuse me. Literally right in front of us. Cougars lead it by 8. Good cut by Ferris. Good block by Wright.
Wow.
Who's the foul going to be on? Maybe Dominguez for reaching in? No, they're going to call Wright. No, I'm not so sure about that one.
I bet you a replay would show he got a decent amount of the ball on that one.
Unless he had a hand on the hip or something. Let's see.
I could be wrong. That was a good
not much
amount
there.
I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm not a ref.
First of 2 is good for Will Ferris. He's already got as many points and now more as a individual score as Biola does as their own team. Will Ferris now with 11 of the 24 the
Nice
Cougars, and they lead by 10. Dominguez finds Hervé. Skip pass to Wright. Good catch. Wow, that was heading to the 4th row.
Nice save.
Skip pass now to Dominguez. Back to Trine, and Biola throwing the ball all over the place and get bailed out by a foul of Will Ferris. Yikes.
Hey, you're right. Sometimes you get bailed out.
Yeah, at this point,
this crowd, though, is just waiting for something to get excited about. I mean, they are about ready to jump up, and they really want to stand.
13 to shoot for Biola. Alex Wright posting up, and he gets called for the offensive foul.
That was interesting.
That's the second on Alex Wright.
Interesting, for backing in, huh? I got to pay closer attention. I'm new at this.
I wondered if maybe he used an off arm to hook around Terrence Beckvar to establish his position. And
is that Zebra Josh talking?
Could be. Kyrie Hutchings is going to check in.
Oh.
Ferris drives inside, step back, short. The shot was too short.
And the rebound machine is up there and up and at him.
Hervé saves it from going out of bounds as I sneeze mid-sentence. Tama, basket will not count. He's asking for it to be.
NBA, I tell you. When can we bring it to the college game?
Well, we've got a timeout on the floor. It's kind of like the NBA. We get media timeouts here. 7:46 left to go first half. It's the Cougars doubling up Biola 20-10, but a long way to go as we see Alex Talma drawing the foul on Beetstra. We'll take a quick break and be back after this timeout.
Los Angeles. It's a global center for business, technology, and entertainment. And in the heart of it all is Biola University. As one of America's top-ranked Christian universities, Biola has a strong record of preparing students for successful careers in business, engineering, film, and other professional industries. Explore the difference Biola University can make in your life, faith, and career. Learn more at biola.edu.
7:46 left to go here in this first half. Azusa Pacific leading 20-10 over Biola in the Cornerstone Cup. Jock Banker alongside Aaron Seltzer and David Baxter leading our terrific production crew tonight.
What a great job they're doing.
They are excellent. Even with backup sound boards and equipment, and I mean,
by the way, guys, that
spoiled.
sounds so much better.
Oh.
Let me just tell you, you guys did a
day.
phenomenal job at halftime or in between games. Thank you.
And Aaron Seltzer coming from Minneapolis yesterday after getting his NCCAA National Coach of the Year. Hutchings turns it over. and is here for the broadcast doubleheader tonight, and then it leads to a transition basket, and Dave Holmquist calls timeout, and that vein's about to pop.
Yes, it is.
Kyrie Hutchings in for the first time tonight.
You don't see Coach Holmquist get that fiery.
Well,
he's pretty fired up right now.
Unforced turnover, though, I mean, that'll do it. I mean, Will Shannon's going to come in. Alex Wright with 2 fouls, so they can't risk bringing him back in. So they brought Kyrie Hutchings in for the first time, and Hutchings really didn't even have that much of a defense on him, and he just mishandled the ball, and it led to a fast break.
Hey, you know what? You got to come in and be ready to go, and that's how those things go.
And Kyrie going as far away from Dr. Holmquist on the bench as he possibly can.
Oh, man.
I think that's why volleyball players are so much.
That's why they stand so far away from me.
They
don't
stand
even
the
sit on
entire
the
game.
bench.
They don't even sit there, no.
They go as far as they can away.
It's the biggest deficit of the night.
Yeah, they're looking for that secondary press right there as soon as they get close to half court, and they did a good job attacking that. Will did.
Bagatorian back in for Biola. Eagles with 13 to shoot. Tama drops it off for Trinan. Eagles got to get him involved offensively. Tough shot. He goes up and gets hammered. And we'll go to the free throw line.
So there's a little body in that, wouldn't you? But you know what? He did a great job challenging.
Yeah.
He went in, he challenged him, he created the opportunity, tried to keep it away with his lefty and left hand, and
Trinan hasn't scored tonight. Maybe this will help get him going.
Look at
he went into the body of Mawugbe, who lowered that right hand there.
Well, I don't even think he had the job.
No,
he just reached
really,
up.
No,
and,
you're right.
You know.
Mawugbe is everything of 6'10". And
oh, yeah. And Trinan was off the ground, and he's still going to get swatted on that ball.
Trinan makes both free throws, finally in the scoring column. Lead is still 10 for the Cougars, approaching 7 minutes left to go in this first half. Cougars have never trailed. Spurgeon inside the free throw circle on Bagatorian, backs in, turns into the key, throws up a wild shot, and a reach in and a foul on the rebound on the Cougars. I think it's going to be Spurgeon.
I tell you what, you know, Talma, great job on the boards. He's just up there. He lives up in the sky.
See if Biola can get a basket on 2 straight possessions here. Shannon getting hounded by Beckbauer.
Hey, they know he's a lefty. They're trying to shut down his left side.
Dominguez sheds the defender, puts him on skates, and then bricks the 15-footer. And it's rebounded by Spurgeon of the Cougars. Trying to get it to Mawugbe, can't do it.
Biola's shooting 31% from the field. We'd like to see that a little bit better.
Cougars at 40%, and a foul on Dominguez as Ferris actually looked like he slipped there. And
I kind of agree with that.
Eagle
I'd like to see that
fans are not
one again.
happy about it. Tyson Kinseo is going to come in for Mawugbe for the Cougars. And again, we actually have our email address on the screen there for you above the scoreboard.
Oh, there it is.
If you want to send a shout out or say hi, it's eaglesbroadcast@gmail.com. Ferris around Dominguez, gets it to Spurgeon, gets into the key, knocks over Dominguez, no call. Ferris fakes the 3 with 10 to shoot. Now it's Bundrant, skips out to Ferris, fakes the 3 to shoot. Great defense by the Eagles.
Great job.
Spurgeon heaves one up at the shot clock buzzer.
That's a good job all the way around in the defensive end.
Wow. That's the best 30 seconds of defense Biola's played in a possession so far. Shannon and Tama. Tama at the elbow. He will shoot it. He will not get it. Dominguez almost gets the offensive rebound, but he forced it off of Kinseo out of bounds. It'll remain with Biola.
Hustle plays. A nice hustle.
Biola's actually winning the rebound category right now, 14-12 and 4-3 on the offensive glass. Trevor Trinan looking for Tama, can't get it to him, goes baseline, goes up, makes the shot, but the foul was on the floor before.
Because he had him beat.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Well, that's a smart foul by Bundrant. Because you're right, Trinan had the step there.
He did.
That's 5 on the Cougars.
Trinan's so athletic. He just does a great job getting around.
He's sneaky athletic, too.
Yes.
You look at him, you wouldn't suspect that he is as athletic as he is. But unfortunately, he turns it over. Good defense by the Cougars. Canseo backs in on Talma. Gets into the key. Paying rent in there. There's the 3 seconds. Head coach Josh Baker at your service.
I feel like they might have missed one earlier, and it might have been a bit of a makeup call there. We'll see. They also didn't hurt that all the Biola staff might have been singing sweet 3 seconds in his ear.
Will Shannon running the point with Wright having 2 fouls for Biola. Bagatorian's got a height advantage, at least a little bit on Spurgeon, and he draws the foul on Spurgeon, which will be his second. And that's 7 now on the Cougars, which means free throws from here on out for Biola.
It's going to be a big part of this game, is how Biola fares at the free throw line.
Which has not always been one of their strong suits, but Michael Bagatorian says, shut up, Josh, and he makes the first free throw. Bagatorian on the year, an 82% free throw shooter.
I like 82.
Second one rattles out, however. Witten Dominguez almost wrestled it away from Spurgeon, but it's out of bounds off of Biola.
Don't you feel like we need to get this crowd involved a little bit still?
Oh, and they're itching for anything right now. Biola's a team, a 69% free throw shooting team. Cougars 77%. That's excellent. Do not want to get in a free throw shooting contest with the Cougars. McLean drops it off. Tafahama wide open. Dominguez lost him for a moment, and he cut back door and got the easy lay-in.
A little bit of a breakdown there.
24-13, Cougars lead by 11. Shannon has it knocked away, gets it back, Trinan. Cougars were asking for a 10-second call, and they got it.
Coach Holmquist is saying it crossed the line.
I thought they had 2.
It did. I feel like I saw that thing bounce on the other side of the court, which triggers the should have wiped the 10-second away.
The rule is your whole body has to be across the timeline with the ball. So if it's just the ball and you don't get over yourself, then it can be a 10-second call, and apparently that's exactly what happened. It's kind of like the line of scrimmage in football. McLean will shoot for 3.
Jeez.
Cougars are 5 of 10 from downtown, and they lead by 14. Yikes.
That three-point line dagger is coming from the other side.
Oh, the Cougars have 15 points at the free throw line. Count it for Will Shannon.
There you go. High off the glass. Nice touch.
We got a timeout on the floor. Biola's cut the lead to 12. And a 3-point opportunity here for Will Shannon. As you see on the replay, he drives and draws the contact from McLean.
Nice ball.
Floats it up high off the glass. Steph Curry-esque.
That was as smooth as you are an announcer.
Well, if you think that's smooth, just wait for this. We'll be back after these messages.
At Biola University School of Cinema and Media Arts, we're all about giving you access. Access to industry standard equipment from day one. Access to internships, events, and industry professionals in nearby Los Angeles. And access to a collaborative, hands-on education that makes us one of Variety's top-ranked film schools. Access your future today at biola.edu/film.
Cornerstone Cup action here at the J. Richard Chase Gymnasium. Josh Banker alongside Aaron Seltzer. We got more emails coming in. EaglesBroadcast@gmail.com. Want to say hi to Dale Gustafson, the class of 89. I don't have my glasses on.
Is it terrible for us to take a selfie and send it to a texter? Should we do that?
If you,
Let's do that. Come on, you ready? Okay, we're sending that off. This one's for you, Danny.
And Peter Ingram watching in Minneapolis, where you just came from.
Hey, I was just there. Thanks,
Wanted
Peter.
to say hi to a good friend, Benjamin Ho, who's watching in Hong Kong tonight or tomorrow.
I think
in
it is
Hong Kong.
tomorrow.
It has to be tomorrow.
Today. It's tomorrow today.
It's here. It's there.
Scary.
It's scary. McLean, another three.
Wow.
No good. Nice fight by Tama
That
to
looked
tap
good
it out to
from this area.
Megatorian. The Cougars have just been on fire from downtown. They're 5 of 11 even after that miss from McLean. Biola has yet to make a three. They've only shot one. Tama drives in on Canseo. Right-handed hook shot. Smooth.
That is smooth.
Alex Tama,
Dial
his second field goal.
I think they had it. Azusa had it to 15 at one point, right?
I believe that was the high lead, yes. Easy one missed inside by Spurgeon. Long lead pass up ahead. Trevor Trinan goes up, tries to reverse it, and was fouled by Spurgeon, who just picked up his third.
He was not going to let him dunk that ball.
You feel a little bit of Big Mo kind of coming back a little bit to the Biola side. The three-point play by Shannon. The hook shot by Tama. A couple of defensive stops, and now Trinan to shoot two.
I feel it. I feel what you're saying.
You ride that train.
It does. You know what? For Coach Holmquist teams, it starts at the defensive end.
Absolutely.
And
Always
the tighter
has.
they are there, if they can get Azusa to miss a couple, Azusa's not going to do that all night long. There's no way. They're going to seal that up a little bit.
And Trinan took a hard hit, but if there's anybody that lives on the floor as much as anybody in this game, it's going to be Trevor Trinan. That guy takes more hits than anybody I know. But he gets up from all of them.
He's aggressive.
He makes both free throws. Biola back within 7 at 27-20 with 2:50 left here in this first half.
I'll tell you
Shannon
what.
knocks it out of bounds near us.
Is JUCO dressed nice or what?
JUCO's got the MVP suit game working tonight.
I mean, JUCO, man, I feel like you're in a commercial, buddy.
It's like maybe you got a sponsorship to Joseph A. Bank or something.
Hey, I see what you're doing there. I like Joseph A. Bank. He could be on the cover.
Mawugbe got back door and then was, I think they're going to get Trinan for reaching in from behind.
You're right.
Because Tama had recovered. That's only 6 fouls though on Biola, or is it going to be 7? Or are they going to call it a shooting foul? There's the reach in, Trevor got his hand caught in the cookie jar.
And here we go. Here's some of that.
They're calling that a shooting foul. Mawugbe makes the first of 2. Mawugbe is a 67% free throw shooter.
That shot right there looked like a 90% free throw shooter.
Very confident for sure. He's certainly improved in that area. And he makes both. Lead back to 9 at 29-20 on the scoreboard. 29-20. As Shannon breaking some ankles, getting some big reactions from the crowd. Biola down by 9. Bagatorian, tough shot. Mawugbe the rebound. 29-20, Biola trails by 9. And now we got a travel on Will Ferris.
I'll tell you what, Mawugbe's been great on the defensive end. He could pretty much clear out a whole side and a whole front, right?
He is all arms and legs, but I tell you, he's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. As Levi Albert sets the screen on Beckbar. Shannon with a floater, no, but a foul.
You can feel it.
And this crowd is starting to get behind their Eagles as Will Shannon, who's done yeoman's work for Alex Wright, who picked up 2 quick fouls for Biola.
There's a lot of rewards for the guys that stay aggressive.
And he got Beckbar, kind of that little stutter move there. Shannon makes the first of 2.
He kind of had him on his hip and kept him there. Took advantage of it. It's a nice move.
Will Shannon with one more. Missed it. Ferris the rebound. 6 points for Will Shannon.
Really, the difference is the 3-pointers in this game.
Oh, absolutely.
That's it.
That's a 15-point swing. Biola doesn't have one yet, and there's 5 on the board for the Cougars. And it's an 8-point game with under 2 minutes left to go here. Shannon puts Trinan on skates and he nails a 3. Wow, that was sick.
That was a good crossover.
Will Ferris has got 4 threes, trying to match Rachel Bosley from the Cougar women's team. And now Trinan draws the foul on Ferris, being a little too aggressive out top.
That's helpful, though. Every one of those counts to take him out at some point.
It's the second for Ferris, and it puts Biola into the double bonus. So 2 shots here for Trinan. Biola 7 of 9 at the free throw line tonight. And that one went halfway down and came out.
Those hurt. Every one of those.
Cougars lead by 11. They've led by as many as 15. A lot of people here at the J. Richard Chase Gymnasium. I wonder if half those people that were in line for their in and out had gotten their food yet.
I just heard the line's cut in half, so there's still another couple hundred people out there.
So it's down from a double-double to a single? Just a straight up animal style?
Nice move, Josh.
80 seconds left to go in this first half. Trinan missed both free throws. Biola now 7 of 11 at the line. Tafahema to Mwugbe. Guarded by Talma. Nice hands
touch
by Bagatorian to deflect the pass, but it gets right to Tafahema, who floats it in. Well, Biola got it to within 7, and now it's back to 13 again.
6-0 run here, huh?
34-21 Cougars. Bagatorian baseline gets it in from 12. Second field goal for Bagatorian. Lead is 11 with under a minute left to go. 36 seconds left. Wide open for 3 is Tafahema. The Cougars are 7 of 13 from downtown.
And you cannot stop that.
And how many of those have been wide open?
Most of them.
Biola's trailing by 14. Will Shannon. There's about, well, the clocks are about even. Biola could hold for the final shot here. 10 seconds left. Trinan comes up. Bagatorian one-on-one with Tafahema with 5. Has his pocket pick, gets it back with 3. Bagatorian for 3 and air ball. And that'll do it for a first half. That was thoroughly dominated by Azusa Pacific here at the Cornerstone Cup. Well, maybe we're not done with this first half yet.
Azusa closed that. They closed that half out. So good. Biola, we broke down a little bit.
They're talking about the shot clock violation and
where that was in
retrospect to the buzzer. Yeah, for sure, because McLean had the outright rebound. Do they put time on the clock or not?
Put a 10th of a second.
Yes, they are.
0.7 on the clock.
And
what can you do with 0.7 seconds, Josh?
Well, you can catch and shoot. I mean, technically, the NBA always says you can catch and shoot as long as there's at least 0.3 seconds on the clock. But it has to be immediate, and there's 0.7 seconds left to go in this half. But the Cougars have it on the far end of the basketball court.
Tell you what, Biola's got some ground to make up after the half because
home run pass from Mwugbe is broken up by Tama, and that will do it. So an unceremonious end to this first half as Biola had got it back within single digits, and then the Cougars roll off and lead by 14, 37-23. And Aaron, we're beating a drum that we've been beating all half, but it's been the three-point shooting for the Cougars that have just killed Biola.
You know, I'd say Coach Holmquist knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
And that three-point line has been a dagger. And it isn't even, I'd like to see it. I don't even know if it's the amount of made shots versus just the difference in the extra three-point shot. I mean,
7 of 13 for the Cougars from downtown, and here's the last one. Ben Tafahema with under a minute left to go in this half. I mean, he was absolutely wide open because they were going to double Mwugbe there on the block. The Cougars are shooting 46% from the floor in that first half. Will Ferris leading the way with 4 threes. He's got 14 points.
And guess what we have coming?
Biola Dance team coming out on the floor.
Let's get fired up.
Enjoy their performance, everybody. We'll be back in roughly 9 minutes or so, but enjoy the Biola Dance team. We'll see you for second half action after a bit.
I'm Zach King, and welcome to Biola University. As an alumnus of this school, I promise by the time you're done here, you'll be able to do amazing things.
Zach! Yo, Zach, think quick!
Nice try, Dr. Corey. Hey, enjoy Biola.
Welcome to Biola, where amazing things do happen.
We are restless because there are things to do. The world is full of mysteries to solve, ideas to think, words to read, and stories to tell. Discoveries to drag into the light, people to meet and help and heal. Prayers to pray and sunrises to see. We're restless and incomplete, inexperienced and imperfect. But together, we are a foundation for each other, upon which we are free to fall and fail and fumble and find our ways and succeed over and over and over again, as we encounter others and each other. As we discover who we are, as we seek out God in all things, in the twisted ladder of a double helix, in between the lines of literary masterpieces, in the research we conduct, and in the conduits of the human mind, in the languages that we learn, the history we uncover, the bonds that we create, and the faith that we carry forward. In all that we do, all that we are, all that we become, all as one.
We are at halftime of the J. Richard Chase Gymnasium. Cornerstone Cup action. Josh Banker alongside Aaron Seltzer and our entire production crew doing a terrific job here tonight.
Amazing job, but we cannot forget Captain Neil Morgan. We cannot forget the job this guy does.
He does.
Night in and night out. And we can't forget Brandon, the movie star.
We got to talk to Neil, though, about this all-black dress that he's got here
I don't
tonight.
know. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah,
He's such
get a red polo on or something.
I mean, the guy bleeds deeper red than anything I know. Anyway, I mean, look we've got everybody at the table down here, but he does a fantastic job.
And as we're
Neil
getting
Morgan, let me tell you. Anyway,
as we're getting some shots of the crowd too, as you can tell, it's not quite shoulder to shoulder right now because people are kind of running in and out for halftime.
And you know what? They're still making burgers. In and out. I just watched 3 kids just come in with their burgers.
I'm so jealous. This is the hard part of doing double headers back to back to back because you're not having any time to sit and have food and everything. But we've got 20 more minutes left to go in this game, Aaron, and Biola's down by 14, 37-23, and really it's all been about the three-point shooting of the Cougars. They're 7 of 13 from downtown.
I hope I don't have to correct myself in saying they can't stay hot for that long, right? Because they've certainly been hot that
reverse psychology.
That first half. I'm telling you, everything went in from the 3-point line. It seemed like, and Biola just hasn't had an answer. I think you had Will Shannon's 3-point play, but I don't think we hit a 3-pointer tonight.
Well, he's the leading scorer for Biola. 6 points off the bench for Will Shannon, trying to pick up the torch that his brother left at the end of regulation last year in this game here. But Will Ferris, and make no mistake about it, if you think the Cougars have forgotten about that game last year, you are dead wrong, and they are playing.
They're playing like it. Yeah.
Like they have a huge chip on their shoulder. I give them credit, too. They're playing just as well defensively as they are offensively, holding Biola to 23 points in that first half and just 35% shooting.
They really are. And you know what? It's been an extremely entertaining first half, I would say. I've seen some good things on both ends, but Biola's got to step it up. They've got to dig in and do a much better job keeping control of the ball. Turnovers were 7-5 in favor of, Biola had too many turnovers. Biola had 7 turnovers in the first half. Azusa with 5, and you've watched this team. You know, this is my first time ever broadcasting with you. What do you think Biola's got second half? You've seen their second halves over and over and over again.
Well, Biola is not one that's going to run you out of the gym with their scoring, that's for sure. They need to keep it a lower scoring game. They're only averaging 72 points or 71 points per game, but Trevor Trinan's got just 4 points. Levi Abel has 4. Alex Wright, who on the season averages 11 a game, hasn't scored yet. Alex Talma, the leading scorer for Talma averages 13 a game, and then Trevor Trinan at 13.2. Talma only has 4 as well, so offensively they've had good looks for sure, but 7 turnovers has sort of killed them a little bit as well. But they, as you mentioned in the lead in here, Dr. Dave Holmquist mentioned to you that Biola's got to defend the 3-point line, and obviously with 7 of 13 makes by the Cougars, that has not happened tonight.
They cannot leave Ferris alone. It's funny because back in the day we always used to do the box and one, right? In my years ago basketball coaching days, we go the box and one, and we just stick one guy on him and on whoever that person was and do our best to shut him
right
down.
Now it's Will Ferris. That's the guy. He's got 4 threes.
Who do you put on Ferris? Who do you have defend Ferris?
I would put Trevor Trinan on Ferris.
Okay.
And then keep Alex Wright on McLean, and then let the big guys kind of battle against each other. But Trinan, I believe, is the best on-the-ball defender that Biola has.
Definitely most athletic, right?
And Will Ferris is not a guy that's creating a lot of plays off the dribble. He's a catch-and-shoot guy.
Yeah.
So you need a guy that is able to run with him all around the court like Reggie Miller used to just run, 50 miles a game, it seemed like. Well, let's see what Biola has offensively as we start this second half. It's the same starting 5 with Wright, Trinan, Bagatorian, Talma, and Hervé. Same 5 out there for the Cougars as well. Beatstra, Mawugbe, Ferris, McLean, and Noah Bundrant. Alex Wright's got those 2 fouls for Biola. They get it to Bagatorian. Bagatorian up and under, denied by Mawugbe.
He made that look easy.
And now Ferris for 3.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
They have got to get up in his face. Wow.
And he's feeling it. Just like Rachel Bosley did in the second half of the women's game for the Cougars. This is the biggest lead of the game at 17 for APU. Got a foul called on the Cougars as Ferris tried to fight through the screen. They called it on Beatstra, not on Ferris. That's a break for the Cougars, so Beatstra picks up his second. There's still plenty of time in this game, but the way things are going right now, you don't see very many positive signs yet for Biola.
It's got to start on the defensive end still. I know I'm a broken record already.
Well, and he can't turn it over.
And
how about another
again.
wide open 3? That one is no good. And Biola gets the rebound.
They're just standing around hoping it doesn't go in right now.
Alex Wright guarded by Darian McLean. Looking for a screen from Hervé. Gets to the baseline. Now it's Trinan. Drops it to Hervé with 10 to shoot. Tried to wrap it around and lost control and threw it away. Now up ahead to Mawugbe. Back to Beatstra for the lay-in. Well, the Cougars are running away with it. They lead it by 19, 42-23. Biola hasn't even scored in the second half yet.
Wow. I would have expected a little bit more energy, and there we go.
Bagatorian had the look, couldn't get it. Biola's still getting shut out here in the second half. McLean, nice feed up top to Mawugbe. He's not going to shoot it from there. Ferris falls, drops it to Mawugbe as Hervé goes down. McLean has it intercepted by Trinan. Good defense there by Trinan. Let's see if Biola starts chucking up some threes here. They need some points in a hurry.
I don't know if chuck is the appropriate word, Josh. I think I'd rather have them.
Well, they certainly haven't
use it within the realm of their offense, right?
For sure. There's Wright for 3. Short. Look good. Right on line, just a little short. Biola 0 for 3 from downtown. Meanwhile, the Cougars now 8 of 15 from three-point range. It's a 24-point swing right there.
Biola's just struggling to score right now. They're struggling to find any sort of offense.
They're what?
Struggling.
Thank you. The Bagatorian knocks it away and gets it for Biola. It's got a 2-on-1. Not a smooth fast break. Bagatorian can't make it. Yikes. As we used to say back in the day, there is aluminum siding on that rim for Biola tonight.
Can't see it, but somebody put some cellophane wrap over the rim up there.
Right, almost with the intercept. Mawugbe's got it, guarded by Hervé. Not going to do much with it there. McLean around the screen, behind the back feed, and Mawugbe with the flush and the foul. Unbelievable play.
That was phenomenal.
Wow.
That was phenomenal.
Holy cow.
That is called leaping ability at 6'10".
Well, first the pass from McLean behind his back. Here it is. What a feed. And then Mawugbe with 2 hands over Talma. Wow.
I'd say Talma just got posterized
Look
right there.
out below.
Wow.
Oh, man.
You got to salute the athleticism in that play. Now, look, Biola's got to have some composure, but they're getting kicked in the mouth right now, and you got to step up.
Holmquist is going to call a timeout as Biola gets it into the front court. And there it is. 16:29 left to go here in the ball game. It's a full timeout. We're going to take a break. Timeout is on the floor. It's the Cougars with their biggest lead of the game at 45-23, and we'll return after this. Chase Gymnasium alongside Aaron Seltzer. Here's that play again. McLean behind the back. Mawugbe with a two-handed throwdown. He gets the and
Wow.
one.
It's impressive every time I watch it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to keep watching it or not.
that's an NBA dunk right there.
Yes, it is.
That reminded me of the late, great Amari Stoudemire back in the day. Biola has yet to get on the board as Bagatorian wanted a foul, can't get it.
How about Dominique Wilkins? That reminds me of Dominique Wilkins.
We're nearly 4 minutes into this second half. Biola has yet to score, and it's a 22-point advantage for APU.
That really is amazing. They have not been able to get anything going.
McLean misses the three, and it's off Mawugbe out of bounds. We got another timeout, and while we do, we want to thank Pyology La Mirada right next to campus at the corner of La Mirada Boulevard and Imperial Highway, offering custom-made pizzas and salads for everyone, including gluten-free and vegan customers. If you dream it up, they'll dish it out. Monday is Biola Appreciation Day, where anyone with a Biola ID gets 20% off of their order. And after every games, you can also get 20% off your order by just mentioning the game at checkout. Check them out at pyology.com and go Eagles.
You know what I love? The
Huh.
part about that? If you can dream it up, we'll dish it out. I've got big dreams. Let me tell you.
Lots of meat.
I'm a meat lover. I'm not going to lie.
Lots
I
of
do.
meat for Aaron's Pizza, please.
And I love bell peppers. What do you think, Pyology? Can you make that up for me?
Oh, man. Please deliver it to, what is the address here? 13800 Biola Avenue?
13800.
Wow, how did I still remember that?
I'll take 2. I might share a piece with you.
Also, a big thanks to our Cornerstone Cup elite sponsor, West Coast Sand and Gravel. Been in business since 1968, serving California and Arizona with rock, sand, gravel, and dirt import and export, sport field products, and other construction needs. West Coast Sand and Gravel, thank you for your generous support of this Cornerstone Cup.
Thank you, West Coast Gravel. That's great.
West Coast Sand and Gravel. Don't forget the sand.
West
That's
Coast
very
Sand and
important.
Gravel. Appreciate that. Need to fill in your swimming pool? I bet you they can give you some sand.
I bet they could. Biola nearly turns it over, and they do.
I thought that was actually tipped.
Well, they're going to talk about it.
I thought there was a tip. This is a good point. We do replay. We've been pushing for some instant replay here, and the CMS replay system that everybody's been talking about. I believe that it might have been
They're still
touched.
talking about it.
I'd love to see a replay on that. Let's see if our replay guys can pull up a. See if they can pull up a replay.
Biola trails 45-23.
I thought that Ferris touched it right over the half court. Let's see if we might get a replay on this.
Well, they're pointing at having
Okay,
Biola
so watch the
have
pass
basketball.
off. Watch the pass off here. Oh, it's just out of the. Yeah, I think he might have touched it there, but we'll see. Yep, he called the touch. So Biola's going to get the ball back.
Justin Leslie does not agree.
I wouldn't if I were him.
But with a 22-point lead, there's very few things Justin Leslie can complain about at this point. His Cougars have really done a great job defensively tonight. Tama lost control, got it back, gets into the lane, and travels. Yikes. 10 turnovers now for Biola.
Boy, the turnovers are really starting to hurt.
This is, if you include the women's game too, this has kind of been a nightmare before Christmas right now.
It has.
Women's team losing by 26. Men's team down 22 so far for Biola with still a lot of time left to go, 15 and a half, but Biola still hasn't scored
There is
yet.
plenty of time.
Not scored yet here in the second half. Beatstra with it at the free throw line. Cougars 8 of 16 from three-point range. Biola 0 for 3. That's the difference in the game. Foul's going to be on Tama, trying to body up on Canseo. And it looks like we have an NCAA national champion, and it is
Stanford.
the Stanford Cardinals.
Stanford won the women's volleyball championship.
It's the third foul on Alex Tama, by
Congratulations to Jeff McHugh, the Stanford alum who is in the stands. Biola business professor, and daughter
Another
Andrea
three.
McHugh went to Notre Dame. And I'm trying to ignore the other three that just came in. Can I do that?
Sure. Noah Bendrant just makes the three.
And Coach Holmquist has that look on himself. He's a little beside himself right now about the ability to defend the three-point line.
Trinan spins on top of Hema. Turnaround jumper, tough jumper, no. Auble gets the rebound, a foul on the floor. It's a loose ball foul on the Cougars. Going to be against Tyson Cansaya. Biola's going to go small here. Dominguez is going to come in for Thomas, so that puts Levi Auble at the 5. Unless they want to put Bagatorian at the 5, but I don't think that's
well, they don't
happen.
have Maugwe. I
True.
can't say that right.
Maugwe.
They got to do a better job going small, being quick. They
just got to get that first basket is what they really need. How about Witten Dominguez? Nope.
Wow. There is a complete lid shutdown on the hoop on that end.
It may be 72 degrees outside today, but the wind chill in the J. Richard Chase Gymnasium for Biola's shooting is at about a -4. Unfortunately. Foul's going to be on Witten Dominguez. Hey, this might be a Biola broadcast, but I mean, it's true. Unfortunately, Biola cannot throw a rock in the ocean right now.
No, or hit the broadside of a barn, unfortunately.
How many cliches are there?
You want some more?
No, that's all right. I'd rather have a double-double. Or some Biology. Or Chick-fil-A. Every commercial we have is for food. Unless it's West Coast Sand and Gravel, of course. 3 to shoot and a travel there by Tafahema.
Bunch of head fakes on that.
48-23, Cougars lead by 25. Trinan finally gets Biola on the board.
Wow.
No new emails coming in yet, but as you see on the screen there, you can send us one at eaglesbroadcast@gmail.com if you'd like to send a shout out or say hi. Bank shot is no good by Jonathan Davis, and Biola clears the rebound. Alex Wright pushing things up ahead, kicked it off his foot out of bounds.
Hey, there have been a lot of greats that have done that.
That's kind of the antithesis of how this game is going so far for Biola. 10 turnovers. Will Shannon's going to come in here for Biola.
I think we need to fire up another round of the in-and-out truck, don't we?
Well, I haven't had the first round yet. Driving is Spurgeon, spinning, turnaround, jump shot, tough shot, and even better defense by Bagatorian, who gets the rebound. See if Trevor Trinan can get going here. He just made the only field goal that Biola's had this half. Goes up, draws a foul, and will go to the free throw line as Tafahema will pick up his second.
I like the matchup. They're battling each other. Trinan went right at him, did not back down, and found a way to get the foul. So, good job.
Trinan going into the body here of Tafahema. Tafahema went straight up, but he kind of had his chest into the body of Trinan as they started.
Well, it's still, yeah. And Trinan's creating he's creating the body attack, so he's doing a good job going after him.
Well, and as they came around the free throw line, though, Tafahema was kind of leaning on Trinan to begin with. It just really never created separation until he went up for the shot. Trinan makes both free throws. He's got 8. The lead is 21. 13 minutes left to go in the ballgame. 48-27, Biola down 21. Davis goes up and draws a foul this time. I think they're going to tag Levi Auble. Nope, it's going to be Witten Dominguez who picks up his third.
See, more kids coming in with In-N-Out burgers.
I don't want to see it. Honestly, no.
You still hungry? I'm hungry.
I'm starving. I made myself a good-sized lunch at about 1 o'clock today, knowing that it was going to be a while till I had dinner. So
maybe you and I can grab some In-N-Out after the game.
Maybe the truck will still be out there.
Well, we've got a choice between Biology, Chick-fil-A,
and In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out is on the way.
I hope we're making all of you listening out there hungry. How many of you want to go to Chick-fil-A? Just email Josh right now.
I'll take some chicken nuggets and some waffle fries, please. Auble with it. Finds Trinan. He fakes the 3. 13 to shoot. Gets into the lane.
There
draws contact. He gets it in the foul. Went into the body of Kinseo and floated it in with the left-hand scoop layup is good.
He really is doing a great job drawing the body on those. And they need it. They need something to get this crowd energized.
Nice back pick there by Auble, and then Trinan into the body of Kinseo, floats it in with the left hand. 50-29, this lead is 21, but Biola slowly but surely chipping away at things here.
Very slowly.
Very slowly.
Very slowly.
And Trevor Trinan, first to double figures for Biola. He's got 11 as it's a 20-point advantage for APU, 50-30. Kinseo goes down, and we got an offensive foul on Kinseo. Put his knee into the defender. Kinseo, that's an offensive foul and a turnover. That's his third. Let's reverse that call. I don't want Mwugbe back in.
Yeah, exactly. I tell you what, though, head coach Justin Leslie was very animated with his player over there. And having not known him enough, I don't know if that was a good animation or bad animation. I don't know.
But I'd love to see a stomping contest between Leslie and Holmquist. That would be entertaining.
I tell you what, we should try that out sometime.
Trinan triple team, throws it away. Got caught on the baseline under the basket, tried to get it out to Dominguez, and he put a little too much mustard on the proverbial hot dog. Well, the Biola crowd still...
They're still standing.
They're still standing.
They need something.
They're just itching for any way to use some of that carb intake from In-N-Out. It's out of bounds off of Biola. We should have immediate timeout, and we do here. 11:55 left to go in the ballgame. Cougars still in control, 50-30 over Biola. We will be back after this.
Tell stories that matter at Biola University School of Cinema and Media Arts, where filmmaking is about collaboration, not competition. Join a community of storytellers dedicated to growing in our craft and making meaningful art together. Discover why Variety recognizes us as one of the best film schools at biola.edu/film.
Welcome back. So a special shout out to our snack bar tonight, headed by the one and only Amy Youngkite, our assistant director of compliance. What a great job she's doing. I hope she's able to catch some of the game tonight.
And we want to say hi to Rebecca Jen, who just emailed in. Are we allowed to eat it all? Well, yeah, we actually have a bag of chocolate chip cookies here at the desk.
Well, we had a bag of chocolate chip cookies.
You had 8 chocolate chip cookies. I had 1.
Let's just say if you know Josh, he loves chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah. Strike that. Reverse it.
Yes, you are allowed to eat. We are allowed to eat. You still didn't tell us if you would rather see Chick-fil-A or Biology.
Mwugbe, a terror on the glass, has got an and one opportunity.
Right out of a timeout.
Offensive rebound, gets it and puts it back up and in. Mwugbe now with 9 points. He only has 3 rebounds, but I tell you what, he's got the highlight of the night.
Oh, yes, he does.
Went up strong on Levi Auble, although they called Trevor Trinan for the foul. He was nowhere near the play. That's only the first on Trinan, though, so.
Well, Biola needs one more big push. And then
you got to start thinking about it in stages now. Try to get it within a certain amount of points with a certain amount of time left. Shannon for 3, it's no good. Spurgeon the rebound.
Not a bad time to try that, I'll tell you. Good transition, good look.
Cougars up 23 with the basketball. Trinan gets the takeaway. Trinan goes in. Trinan layup is blocked from behind by Spurgeon, and Trinan is down. It's out of bounds off of Biola, and the Cougars' domination continues.
Let's just hope he gets up and he's not too hurt.
I don't know if he might have gotten slapped in the face or something on the follow-through, but
John Weesey, our longtime trainer, is going to come take a look at him.
Spurgeon came from behind and pinned the ball up against the glass. Looked like Trinan had the lead on that breakaway, but Wright is going to come in for Trinan for Biola, who's clearly frustrated. I mean, it's been a frustrating night all around.
I agree.
I think they might fire us after tonight, the way this
well, they
broadcast
certainly aren't
is
going to
going
ask me back. Actually, I don't think anybody asked me. I think I just
you just kind of showed up.
I just got fired up to do it one day. It's fun.
We love having you. The
Well,
NCCAA National Volleyball Head Coach of the Year, Aaron Seltzer, on color commentary tonight, folks.
You could tell I coach volleyball, not basketball.
Well, you did coach basketball at some point in your lifetime.
Many moons ago.
Ferris fakes the three, fade away on Wright. It's an air ball. Out of bounds to Biola. Well, Ferris is human. He's now 5 of 8 from downtown. He's got a game-high 17. He's got more than half the points that Biola has by himself.
What do you think about the double point guard?
You gotta find something. Biola nearly throws it away as Shannon saves it from going into the backcourt. And then has his pocket picked by Beckvar. Bundrant drops it off to Ferris. Ferris will reset things. Three-pointer from the corner is good. Jonathan Davis for three, and this is getting out of hand. Biola's down 26. I don't think we're going to have a Blake Shannon miracle tonight. Tama for three, no. Dominguez fighting for the offensive board, but it's won by Selim Awugbe. And then the Cougars throw it away as Beckvar airmails it over Will Ferris. Trinan back in. Good sign for Biola as Shannon goes out. Well, the Cougars just got off to a really good start, and kind of like the women's game, never got the crowd involved, never let the crowd get involved in this game for Biola.
And the three-point shooting. I mean, that's clearly the difference all night long. I don't think it's hard to see.
And an offensive foul on Trinan. Pushed off there. Trinan gets his second personal and a turnover, which is number 13 for Biola. We're halfway through this second half, and it's been all Cougars. Cornerstone Cup rivalry, pretty lopsided tonight in both games. Bundrant, good defense by Dominguez, denying him at the rim. Here comes Bagatorian. Goes in amongst the trees, puts it up and in. Michael Bagatorian coast to coast.
Right after him.
He went into Mougbe, who picks up his second. And Bagatorian will go to the free throw line for an and one here. Still a 24-point advantage for the Cougars, but Bagatorian will go to the free throw line. I mentioned the Biola women's team does have a game between Christmas and New Year's, but the Biola men do not. This will be their last game until January 2nd, which is a doubleheader here against Point Loma. So they're going to have 6 games in the books after that January 2nd doubleheader and be done with Point Loma already. That's kind of odd.
It happens that way with the Pac-West scheduling. You'll play one team early and not till the end, and a team you'll play twice early. So
McLean fakes the three. I don't know why he didn't shoot it. They're red hot from downtown. 8 to shoot. McLean on the wing, goes baseline. Lost it out of bounds. It'll be Biola ball.
Probably wishes he shot that three about now.
Absolutely right.
Well, they got to get one stop at a time. And there's one stop. Now they got to turn it into points.
Biola trailing by 23, under 9 minutes left to go in the ballgame. Talma, left elbow, had a shot. I don't know why he didn't take it. Now it's Bagatorian backing in on Beatstra. Spins up and under, kisses it off the glass and in. Nice move by Bagatorian. Very calm and deliberate move, and a nice one by Bagatorian. Lead still 21 for the Cougars as Will Ferris stumbles but gets it back. McLean tried to hit a cutting Bunbrandt, being hounded by Dominguez. Mwugbe, now it's Ferris for another three. Unbelievable. Will Ferris is 6 of 9 from downtown. He's got a game-high 20 points, and it's a 24-point lead.
They are shooting 47% from the field to Biola's 32. I mean, it.
Well, and more importantly, it's a 53% shooting night at the three-point line as Mwugbe with a block, and now another three. This one doesn't go down. I mean, the way they're shooting, you're almost expecting every one of them to go in.
I'll tell you what, though, Mwugbe has just done a great job defensively. He's gotten a couple key blocks when Biola has had it look like they were going to score.
Yeah, Talma's been a non-factor offensively tonight.
And Talma's thinking twice about going to the rim with him now.
Bagatorian hits it from 16. Yeah, Talma's only 2 of 6 from the floor.
Those guys change the course of a game.
59-37, Biola down 22 with 7:20 roughly left to go in the game. Again, these two teams will face off against each other in January on the 19th in Azusa. Cougars tonight making this feel like a game at the Felix Event Center with as much as they're dominating both games tonight. Ball out of bounds off the Cougars off Biola with 7 on the shot clock, and we got 7:06 left to go in the ball game. We have a timeout on the floor. Cougars lead it by 22, and we will return in just a moment.
We're restless and incomplete, inexperienced and imperfect. But together, we are a foundation for each other. As we seek out God in all things, in the languages that we learn, the history we uncover, the bonds that we create, and the faith that we carry forward, in all that we do, all that we are, all that we become, all as one.
At Biola University School of Cinema and Media Arts, we're all about giving you access. Access to industry standard equipment, to internships in LA, to a top-ranked film school experience. Access your future today at biola.edu/film.
Josh Baker alongside Aaron Seltzer here at the J. Richard Chase Gymnasium. It's been all Cougars tonight. The women win by 26. And right now it's the men leading Biola 59-37 with 7:06 left to go. And Rebecca Jen, hopefully you came out here and actually got some in and out. I mean, the in and out truck was here. I think I would probably prefer that over the Pyology and Chick-fil-A too if I had a choice. Alex Wright intercepts the pass and forces the turnover. Trinan is held by McLean, and it's free throws. Both teams now in the 1-1 with 6:59 left to go. I mean, as if there are other stuff that's lopsided. Where did that come from?
And look what Josh just got handed. In and out. An in and out cheeseburger.
Man,
there you go.
I can't eat that yet.
You're going to look at it for the next 6.5 minutes.
That's going to just be
minutes.
sitting there tempting me the next.
So yes, Rebecca, Josh just got his In-N-Out burger. Thank you for that.
Oh, 3 ball is no good by the Cougars, and Witten Dominguez will rebound for Biola. Dominguez goes into Canseo, and a foul on Canseo.
Oh, he certainly went right at him.
Well, you know, Biola's down 22. 6:35 left to go in this game. Apparently my play-by-play calling really hasn't helped us tonight, so I'm going going to enjoy this thing here for a little bit.
I'm going to start eating that In-N-Out
go
burger.
for it. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. Your first and only broadcast probably ever, and I just take the rest of the night off, right?
Actually, no, it's been a real pleasure. I've really enjoyed it.
Good.
I would definitely come back, but that's only if I haven't made a mockery of color commentating tonight. That's all.
Well, ask the captain for permission to come aboard.
You know what? I will ask our assistant athletic director of all things athletic events and media and all the things that he does within our athletic department, right?
Well, Alex Talma just picked up his 4th foul. Bagatorian's going to come back in for him, and it's, as I mentioned, free throws the rest of the way for both teams in the bonus.
And that's not a good place to be in. Azusa is extremely efficient from the line.
I'm going to guess that even a cold In-N-Out is going to be good after tonight's game. You want to split it?
I did just touch it. It doesn't feel that cold.
Free throw is no good. Auble fumbles it out of bounds, and the Cougars will get another possession. McLean in there with Kinseo, Bundrant, Beatstra, and Ferris for the Cougars. Ferris, who's got 6 threes tonight, leading scorer with 20 points. Leading scorer for either team. 15 to shoot for the Cougars. McLean, a long 3. Off back iron, comes right back to him. Flips it up, wild shot, and Bagatorian with a rebound. Bagatorian to right, transition 3, no. And a loose ball foul called on Biola.
I think they got Auble there.
Oh no, actually they're going to call Canseo.
Are they?
Of the Cougars, so Auble's going to go to the free throw line. Biola now 0 of 6 from downtown, by the way.
Man, I tell you.
Cougars 11 of 23.
You'd think at home that we wouldn't be struggling so much from the field.
Cougars as a team, as Auble makes the first of 2, they're a 37% three-point shooting team, so they're more than capable, but Biola giving up 48% from the three-point line, not making any of their own. And
we are 0 for, and they've got 11. There's your difference.
Free throw no good as Mwugbe clears the rebound. Biola on the season, too, has been great defending the 3. They've given up less than 30% from the three-point line all season, so what the Cougars are doing, especially here on the road, is remarkable. Foul's going to be on Alex Wright. It's his 3rd. He's done a good job of avoiding fouls here in the second half after 2 in the first half, which really saddled him over the last 6 or 7 minutes of that first half. Is really, I think, where the Cougars won this game, because the Eagles had gotten back to 7.
They did.
And then they really pushed it at the end of that first half to lead by 14 at the break.
Yeah, you're right. The closeout of the first half, just, that hurt.
Bagatorian with a left hand all the way to the basket. Bagatorian now leads Biola. He's got 14. Make it 16. And the Eagles down by just 17. Mwugbe underneath is fouled by Auble. The basket will not count.
Probably a good foul considering how deep in the paint he was.
Well, I tell you what, Mwugbe, though,
that's dunk
is
territory.
4 of 4 at the free throw line.
For a 67%er, of course he'd be 4 and 4 tonight, right?
He averages just 6 points and 6.5 rebounds a game. But look at the position he's got inside there. Auble has no chance.
That's a dunk if he does it.
Levi Auble does not want to be on the same poster as Alex Talma that Selim Mwugbe put him on earlier.
We'll just call it a good foul.
It is still a 1-and-1. It's just the first foul on Auble. Mwugbe, though, as I mentioned, averaging 6 points and 6.5 rebounds a game, tonight has 12 points, 7 rebounds, and the dunk of the year so far.
Look at, need I say, that's one of the best college dunks I've seen in this gym, bar none.
Hopefully our production crew can maybe send that off to Sports Center before the night's over. I mean, I know that's not in Biola's favor, but beauty is beauty.
You still got to honor great athleticism.
Oh, for sure.
That's
Auble guarded by Mawugbe. Finds Dominguez. Dominguez at the free throw line. Now to Bagatorian with 10 to shoot. Bagatorian guarded by Spurgeon, goes to the baseline, throws up a wild shot, can't get it to go, but a foul.
It's very aggressive of you calling that wild, since Bagatorian is so smooth and plays under control.
That was, for Bagatorian, a pretty wild shot, though.
That's
as we take a look here on the replay.
He draws the contact.
Bagatorian,
smart play.
15 points, 5 rebounds. 6 of 13 from the floor, and now 4 of 4 at the line. Second one rattles out. Lead is 18 for the Cougars, but not much time left for Biola. There's 4:40 left to go. And
they need to stop.
This raucous crowd really hasn't had a lot to get raucous about as Mawugbe just flushes another one in.
That's a great low post pass.
Levi Auble's just
and
hit
here comes
match.
Steve. They're going to bring Steve in to play a little defense on him, try and tighten that up.
Auble at the free throw line. Kicks it back out. 3 by Witten Dominguez is an air ball. As we approach 4 minutes left to go, Cougars in command, 63-43.
And Biola's missed a couple of chances the last 2 times down the floor. You get a stop.
You never really had the feeling, though, that the Cougars have had any momentum let them slip away as a 3 is good. That's Beckvar this time.
And what was a 17 is up to 22.
And now a turnover. That's, by the way, the 7th Cougar to make a 3 tonight. They're 12 of 24 from downtown.
Makes Coach Holmquist a smart man. He knows. Coaches know. You know what's going to beat you. You know what you need to stop. You know that he's had those conversations with his team tonight before the game at halftime.
Well, we've got our final media timeout of this ball game. It's all Cougars, 66-43. Cornerstone Cup action will return after this Duncan timeout.
Los Angeles. It's a global center for business, technology, and entertainment. And in the heart of it all is Biola University. As one of America's top-ranked Christian universities, Biola has a strong record of preparing students for successful careers in business, engineering, film, and other professional industries. With more than 150 academic programs and more than 6,000 Christian students from around the world, Biola offers a learning environment that will strengthen your mind and deepen your faith. Explore the difference Biola University can make in your life, faith, and career. Learn more at biola.edu.
Back at the J. Richard Chase Gymnasium, Josh Banker alongside Aaron Seltzer tonight. We've got 3:20 left to go in this game, and 66-43 in favor of Azusa Pacific.
And you're still looking at your In-N-Out burger.
Yeah, looks like it's smiling at me.
Well, is he perfect from the line tonight?
Yes, he is.
And you told me he was 67% coming in tonight.
Correct.
Wow.
He's 6 of 6 at the free throw line.
He has had a spectacular game tonight. He really has.
15 points and 8 rebounds.
He's just a tough matchup.
And I think the thing that gets lost in all of it, too, is that he really anchored the defense tonight because Alex Talma, the second leading scorer for Biola, has only got 4 points. He's been saddled with 4 fouls. And they just have not gotten anything offensively inside.
Yeah, and Alex Wright hasn't scored tonight. It's been a tough night on that end too.
We got a foul on Tafahema. We got a Christian Carroll sighting, by the way, in for Biola.
'Tis the season.
Yeah, you're right. Alex Wright, who averages 11 points a game, has yet to score tonight. 0 for 4. You know, you see that quite often as a coach. Freshmen in a big rivalry game like this just kind of get overwhelmed and eaten up by just everything that's going on. Because I think Alex Wright, unfortunately, tonight kind of was a victim of that.
Well, first off, Alex is incredibly talented.
Yes,
I mean,
sure.
he's incredibly talented. So, you know, it's hit or miss. And again, it's his redshirt freshman year. So, but freshmen do amazing things. At the same time, they do things, and sometimes you just scratch your head and you just go. "Ah."
Davis goes up against Carroll and draws the foul. I don't want to say the Jello is jiggling per se, but here's the foul by Carroll on Davis. I don't want to say the Jello is jiggling because really the Jello's kind of been set, I think, for the last 10 minutes or so.
Well, don't call the butter, because if you call the butter, then that means we're in trouble.
Butter was hard.
You said it.
7-8 minutes ago. Sad part is, I wonder how many people still get that reference. Steve Hervey gets his first basket. Lead is 23. As we approach 2:20 left to go, and a foul inside is going to be called on the Cougars. It's an offensive foul on Jake Spurgeon.
Huh. Any reference to Charles?
.2:15 left. Cougars in control. Bagatorian for 3. Biola gets one to go.
The first three-pointer comes with 2 minutes left in the game. Wow.
1 of 8 from downtown for Biola as compared to 12 of 24 for the Cougars. And it's a 20-point Cougar lead with less than 2 minutes left to go.
They're still shooting 45% from the field.
I mean, that's not like lighting the world on fire, but when Biola's shooting 37% and 12.5% from the three-point line, I mean, obviously that's going to win you more ball games than lose.
Yeah, their three-point field goal shooting percentage is crazy.
And guess who's back at the free throw line? That guy. Who came in at 67% for the year and now is 9 of 9 at the free throw line.
Oh, man.
Well, I tell you what, if you had if we had to vote for an MVP of this game, I mean, Will Ferris has got 6 threes, but I tell you what, Salah Mawugbe has been
phenomenal.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. He should get it just on that highlight dunk.
And he's now 10 of 10 at the free throw line. And he's going to come out. Wholesale changes for the Cougars.
Thanks, Coach Sean Henning. I appreciate that. I'm glad somebody gets me.
Charles
It just
Spurgeon.
went right over Josh's head, but I'm glad somebody got
Actually,
it.
I just stopped paying attention to you like 10 minutes ago.
I don't blame you. I'm trying. You said color commentating, so I got to add something.
I'm sorry. I've got the stupid burger sitting right in front of me, looking at me in the face like, eat me already. Hey, Bagatorian's made another 3.
Is he 2 for 2 from the three-point line?
Bagatorian's 2 of 3.
2 of 3.
He's got
okay.
21 points tonight, but way too little,
That's
way too late.
a quiet 20.
Yeah, almost all of that in the second half, I do believe.
I wonder if Beatstra for Azusa is the brother of the Beatstra sisters that played volleyball at Azusa. I wonder.
a good question. He is from Fullerton.
Yep. I bet you that's a Beatstra family.
Fullerton Union High School.
Yep. I bet you. Great family.
Biola still hustling, despite being down 19 with 1:09 left to go. Hervé got called for the foul.
Hey, somebody missed from the free throw line.
The Cougars are 15 of 19 from the free throw line.
You know what, the close of the second half and the start of, the close of the first half
and the start of the
and
second
the start
half.
of the second half.
Biola went, 5 minutes, 6 minutes
longer,
without scoring in the second half to start?
Yeah, at least 6 minutes.
Just couldn't recover. Bogatorian heat check for three. Third three for Bags. 17-point game, but less than a minute left to go. Bogatorian's got 24, and now a whistle and a foul on Christian Terrell.
Yeah, I'll take a tic-tac, please. I mean,
no hesitation at all on that shot for Bogatorian.
yeah, he's feeling a little bit. But again, a little too late.
Yeah. Bogatorian with 24, Trinan with 12, and those are the only two in double figures for Biola. The Cougars only have two in double figures as well. Ferris with 20, and Mawugbe has got 18 and 8 rebounds and a block and a huge dunk. Trinan, tough shot, can't get it, gets his own rebound and is fouled.
That was an athletic second effort on that ball.
The thing that scares me about something like that is that there's 38.8 seconds left to go in the game.
Somebody sweeps a leg.
He goes 110 miles an hour every play, as you'll see here. He looked like he wanted to one-hand this ball and put it back up at the same time, and then he got undercut.
I feel like a Karate Kid reference would
man.
be a good point. Somebody swept a leg. Yes?
Very important to breathe.
Thank you. I
Wax
need a pair
on.
of chopsticks. I like it. Good movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call garbage time. Biola down by 16, 17.
You know what? It doesn't have to be garbage time. We've got people to thank.
Could be double-double time.
We've got people to thank.
By all means, kick it off.
Neil Captain Morgan, for one.
Yes.
What a great night. You know, I know we would have liked it to go a different direction, but at the same time, I certainly can appreciate all the hard work and effort that goes into a night like this. And our media crew has done a fantastic job. I love the replays. I just think that they did a great job. All the camera angles that we've got, everybody on the floor, kind of spoiled a little bit, you know?
Benavera misses the shot up ahead to Trevor Trinan. He will dunk it in. Gives Biola a little life here with less than 10 seconds left to go, but while the scoreboard will say a 14-point defeat for Biola,
feels a little bit
it
bigger.
was not that close at all. And this Cornerstone Cup will go to Azusa Pacific, at least in the first half of this Pac-West season. They defeat Biola, avenging that big-time win that the Eagles had back in February. They win it tonight 73-59 behind a solid performance from Will Ferris, who had 6 threes. Here's that Trevor Trinan dunk at the end of the game. But Selim Mawugbe gets my game ball tonight. 18 points and 8 rebounds for Azusa Pacific, and the absolute dunk of the year that we've seen so far.
I completely agree. And you know what? Credit Azusa. They came out and they were very athletic.
And they were not intimidated by anything tonight. They got off to a hot start. They really pushed things after Biola got back within 7 at the end of the first half, and then defensively they shut Biola down at the at the start of the second half, holding Biola scoreless for the first 5 or 6 minutes there.
Yeah.
Biola just could not get on track, and they fall tonight 73-59 to Azusa Pacific. Biola falls to 2-3 in the Pac-West and 6-5 overall. Azusa Pacific evens up their overall record at 6-6 and improves to 3-2 in the Pac-West. Biola getting 24 from Michael Bogatorian and 16 from Trevor Trinan, but not much help else from anywhere. Alex Talma just 4, 6 for Will Shannon off the bench. Auble with just 5, nothing for Alex Wright tonight, which was, I think, the biggest key.
I mean, the 3-point line was the key to this game, and Biola just could not stop them at key times. Every time they had an opportunity to get a stop, Azusa came with a dagger. So credit them. But again, let's give a special thanks to everyone for watching tonight. Thanks for being with us. Thank you to our media crew again. What a great night. Very fun environment. Super excited to be here tonight. Again, thank you for Amy running our snack bar, Neil and our event crew, the best. And I tell you, the best SID in the entire country.
Well, and by the way,
none.
we did get late confirmation from Corey Langerveld, the Assistant Sports Information Director at Azusa Pacific, that Garrett Beechler is the brother of the sisters Beechler.
I knew it.
That you were referring to.
Love the family, great family.
And of course, last but not least, I would like to thank 2 people in particular. One, the infamous Aaron Seltzer for joining us tonight. Coming back from Minneapolis last night. Got home at what, 11:30 last night?
My little buttercup.
And we had him for both games tonight. But more importantly, we all want to thank David Baxter and his entire crew backstage, producing everything for us tonight, engineering everything. Thank you for all the great looks, the replays, everything else. Really appreciate you guys. But tonight, it's all Cougars in the Cornerstone Cup. They win the women's game by 26, and they win the men's game 73-59. We'll leave you some highlights. Biola will be back in action. Doubleheader against Point Loma on January 2nd. Biola women will face off against Westcliff between Christmas and New Year's. But next doubleheader will be against Point Loma right here at the J. Richard Chase Gymnasium.
So how do you normally sign off these nights? I mean,
well, I normally say thank you for joining us, everybody. This is Josh Banker from the J. Richard Chase Gymnasium. Good night, everybody.
What's up,